How to get knockouts in Undisputed. Hello and welcome to gaming, and welcome to this brand new Undisputed game tips video. In today's video I'm going to teach you how to get knockouts in Undisputed. Now there's a couple of different ways that we're going to explore how to get knockouts in Undisputed, starting with the offline fights. Now in offline fights you can play either casual or simulation mode. If you play in the casual mode, you will be able to see damage on your opponent in the form of a gauge emptying as you play. So the first tip is to focus on an area that you want to weaken. You will see the health of that area deplete over time. Now it's not exactly a great idea to just focus on one area and go after that, especially when we take this to an online fight. But target an area, kind of work your way around, throw some punches that lead your opponent off the scent of where you're targeting, and slowly work on that area. Once you see the area of the body enter the red phase of the health bar, then go for the kill. One big power punch or a couple of punches will do the trick here. The fastest way to get a body part's damage meter down and to zero is probably to fight on the counter. If you can successfully dodge your opponent's punches and land a counter blow and do a few of these in a row, you will see big gains against your opponent. If you decide to do an offline fight with the simulation settings on, you will not get these damage indicators during your fight. And this is exactly the same in your online matches as well. You do not get these damage meters showing up on your opponent's side. You will see them on your side, but not on your opponent's side. So to figure out how to get knockdowns and knockouts now without the damage meter showing up, we have to rely on other things in the game. Fortunately, as you box and go through the rounds, if you are targeting certain areas of the body, you will start to notice the damage effect. Undisputed has a decent damage indicator on the actual body of the boxers as they get beaten up. So swelling shows up on the face, where you start to see the face go red on one side, and obviously if you can get a cut going, you will notice the blood pouring down your opponent's face. Once you have an indication that this kind of damage is taking place on your opponent, naturally that is a big target on your opponents and you should go after it. Now sometimes you will get like flash stun phases and things like that. If this does happen, try to remember which punch led to that happening, and then from that point you can attack the same side of the body where the flash stun happened. Getting a flash stun will significantly damage your opponent's body part that you hit. So if you can remember it, that is where you should go with your punches following up. Once you get your first knockdown, it is relatively easy from then on to get more and more until you get the knockout win. But be warned, just attacking one area of the body can make you very predictable and give your opponent the opportunity to counter. You can also easily blow through your stamina going all out after your opponent if you feel like you're chasing a knockdown. So make sure to do it in moderation and work it into a good punch routine. For instance, if you have cut the left side of your opponent's face, naturally you're going to want to throw some hooks to try and exploit that. But if you keep spamming right hooks, your opponent's going to know exactly what you're doing. They're going to slip under you, they're going to weave out of the way. So why not lead in with a punch to the body, maybe a left, and then go back to the right hook. And doing combinations like this is a good way to throw your opponent off the scent of what you're actually doing against them. Make sure to fully familiarize yourself with the boxer that you're going to fight with. I say this because all of the boxers have different attributes, different traits, and they can all lead to different ways that you can get knockouts in fights. If one boxer has a really powerful right hook, well, naturally you're going to want to use that powerful right hook to try and gain an advantage. And by looking at the traits, you will know if there are any modifiers that help your boxer. So one of your boxers that you fight as may get an extra 20% power on their jabs. So jabs are going to be really effective in your fight. Once you start gaining a knowledge of all of the boxers, when you come up against opponents that select another boxer, you might know what their traits are, what their strengths are, and what their weaknesses are. Some of the traits in Undisputed are weaknesses and they can be exploited too. So those are my tips for getting knockouts on Undisputed. Let me know if this has helped you in any way. Let me know by dropping a like on the video, leaving a comment, or subscribing to the channel. There will be more Undisputed boxing videos here on Welcome to Gaming, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.